always getting closer to the fan artist experience, and it is finally time, man. We had a little hiccup last week, and you were robbed of talking to Conquer Divide, but finally it is time. And I am so glad to have Janelle here. Janelle, how are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm doing great. And yourself?
I'm doing okay. Since you're here, I'm just happy as horseshit.
Oh, beautiful. I am just as happy to be here as horseshit. Yes.
Uh, their song at War was nominated for the best song at the 2015 Relentless Kerrang Awards. Monkey Boy first played your new tune Chemicals 2 weeks ago on this show. And then the fans spoke, the listeners spoke, I should say. So we added the tune to our flagship station. And
Oh,
now,
wow.
thanks to the listener activity on our socials, because that's how we move the songs forward on our playlist, Conquer Divide has leapt into the KSHPDB top 20.
Oh, well,
You
thank you.
you are now sitting at 33 spins per week, my friend.
Wow. Oh, I could feel the love all the way from here.
Janelle, you handle the scream vocals for Conquer Divide, and may I say you add a hell of a lot to the music.
Thank you.
It
Here
is.
for the flavor.
How long? No, I've seen different reports. So I just figured I'd ask you, how long of a hiatus was it?
Well, if we're talking activity, the last time we actually like went on tour and did, something as a band like that was I think October of 2017. So I would say so all of 18, all of 19, and then now. So really like a good 2 to 3 years. We made our big splash in 2015. That's when we had our album release. We're doing all these tours, and then so we were like active for like 2.5 years, and then silent for the other 2.5.
So was this a planned hiatus,
Um,
or how did that work out? Did you need a break?
it was kind of not planned at all. Just things, life happened, and serious things got in the way, and it kind of took up some time for 2 years. So it wasn't planned. If we could have stopped the hiatus, we would have, but it had to have been done. And but all that matters, we're here now, and we will never leave again. I promise.
So
That.
when am I gonna? Well, I don't know. You're not a fortune teller. You can't tell me exactly. But
I wish.
are you guys looking to actually start touring in 2021? Is it? Am I gonna be able to finally get out to a show and see you guys?
Yes, if the whole world and the COVID and all the things clear up, and if it's willing, we are definitely looking into it. Yeah, for sure. We've been talking to some like touring agencies, I guess it is called. So
Okay.
definitely in the works if the world allows.
If the
For sure.
world allows,
Yeah,
I'll keep my
you know
fingers
how that
crossed
is.
because
Come on, world.
when you guys, it was kind of funny because in 2015, I had just left Madison, Wisconsin, and
Oh.
you guys did a couple shows in Madison right after
Mm-hmm.
I left, and I was like, damn, I want to see those guys so bad because you actually kind of made like a splash on the scene. It's like the name Conquer Divide. I mean, still some of the uh, like young bands that I have on the show. Like last week when I was talking to Hold On Hollywood, which I put in your spot because we had that hiccup. They were like, "Hey, wait, I know that name. I know they rock."
Ah,
So
very sweet.
even the youngsters like
Wow.
no. So I'm anxious to get out and see a show and see it. Now, can you, since I haven't seen a show, can you tell me what is your energy level on stage?
Well, definitely massive. For a bunch of girls, we definitely like don't half-ass any kind of energy.
What
It's
what
just there kind
what,
of vibe.
what in
It's
the
just
hell's that for a bunch of girls?
well, I mean, because we get those like looks on when we go walk on stage, like that, like Oh man, like those like kind of sideways like assumptions,
Yeah,
and we're just like, yeah, keep looking, bro. Just let us start. And then by the end, they're like, with their camera out, like,
exactly.
"Whoa!" So I'm like, there you go. Like, don't just assume we're just gonna be whatever you think we're boring or whatever, but because we're not. We
Well,
bring the heat.
what was it? 2016 summer. I believe it was summer 2016. We do so much. And I'm old, so I can't get my third brain cell to kick in sometimes. But we did a Women of Rock summer just for the simple fact that it pissed me off that I was working at a radio station that I'm not going to call out at the moment, but the assistant PD actually said to me, because I asked them, why don't we play this? I named off like, I think 6 female bands in a row, and I wasn't trying to, but they were all the ones that were hot. But all that we were playing was Hailstorm, and I think the band Dead Sarah had something out at the time. And those
Ooh.
were the only 2 bands the station was playing. And
Hmm.
I asked him, why don't we play like these bands? Why aren't we playing these bands? He said, because women can't rock. And right then and there, it pissed me off. I went home. I told my girlfriend, and she's like, are you kidding me? So we threw together this Winter Rock summer, and it was kind of cool what happened. Some other stations jumped on board, and
Oh.
it all of a sudden became a thing where people stopped saying that. There were all these, at the time, there were all these female fronted bands that were a new thing at the moment. And instead of saying, like, what does it feel like to be a woman in a man's world right now? Or what does it feel like to be a woman in rock? Is
Yeah.
all of a sudden it turned into, wow,
It's like, is that
you
all I
guys,
am to you?
yeah, you guys rock ass crack. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of, I guess I kind of got away from the interview subject a little bit. I'm more like
Yeah.
just
Oh,
talking.
you're fine. No, I want to hear what you have to say. There's
But
passion and
okay, let's get back. I want to know exactly how Conquer Divide puts their stuff together. How do you guys write and collaborate?
just a lot of back and forth emails, a lot of like, hey, that was cool, but I think this sounds, hey, yo, that was a good idea. I think this could replace, kind of like that kind of vibe. Just a lot of back and forth.
Oh, okay. So you have
Since we're like far away.
so you have all the puzzle pieces, and you just kind of like over time put them together. And now,
Yeah.
like on Chemicals, uh, was that something that you guys had worked on in the past and have come back to, or is that completely new?
Completely new. Yeah. Made for this upcoming, I guess, album that we're still working on. But yeah, it was Kristen and Izzy just working their charm, and then me and Kia adding our stuff, but then also like the bridge was going to be something completely different. Like I was about to do like more parts, but then we decided like, hey, let's just do like shorter parts so it's like more flavorful. So it's a lot like that. A lot
Oh,
of like discussion.
are you guys kind of a less is more when you're writing?
Yes, definitely. Definitely less is more for us when it comes to that. Because I mean we've tried it to where like we write like I was about to have a wordy part in that song, and with other songs we've done the same thing where it's like maybe we did something different and mixing and matching and stuff. So yes, lots of mixing.
Lots of changing things up. What
I'm like,
as you're coming as you, oh, have to adjust
there's just
a
like a
little.
light. I'm just like, like there we go. I'm safe here.
Yeah, that little sunlight in the one eye, so it's kind of like really bright, and you're seeing spots, that kind of deal.
Yeah, basically. So this is beautiful. There we go.
Okay, all right, all situated, all good.
Yes.
What would you think? And I'm sure this has probably already happened to you since you were so hot for a while and before you took the hiatus. Um, have you ever had anybody come up to you and tell you what an inspiration you were to them? And
Yeah.
and if so, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I feel like we get a lot of those interactions online, like either on our just like YouTube videos or cover or well, I also do vocal covers, so I get a lot of those messages on my personal channel, and it's just like it's mind blowing, and it feels good because like I got influenced and inspired by like a handful of people that I was always like, wow, like I would love to inspire like other kids like to just do it like how I got inspired, and now to see that it's actually like panning out and what I felt is happening to other people through me is just insane, and it feels like kind of like a full circle kind of moment, you know?
Okay.
And it's just very flattering but very like good. I'm glad that like other people are like following their dreams, and that it's, you know, maybe like hearing us play or seeing us live was just like that push is like beautiful, honestly.
Awesome. You just reminded me of something too. Uh, in talking about how uh, you had people that influenced you to like get into this and actually explore it. And uh, did did you see anything about Gene Simmons a few weeks ago? Again, he came out again saying that rock is dead, and I actually made kind of fun of it last week on Real Rock Nights because it was almost like back in my day, and
Yeah.
because he's talking about back in 1972, 1973 when I was coming up. I'm like, dude, you got to roll with the changes and stuff. And
Yeah.
now uh, then there was actually a rebuttal from Dave Grohl because his daughter Violet is in a band, and he's like, she's a rocker. All her friends are rockers. Okay, what do you see as far as the young people around you and in your life and that stuff? Do you see? Because I think everything comes back around. Everything is
Mhm.
cyclical. And
Mhm.
uh, so I think the young kids will come back to that. What do you think?
Honestly, I hope I feel like when I was like a teenager, being like the whole like band life and like shows was really like trendy and like in at the time.
Hmm.
And now I feel like it has shifted like, you know, not to like dog on TikTok, but like the kind of TikTok generation of teenagers that are
Yeah.
just a different breed. And I feel like a lot of them don't really find the whole band thing life kind of like intriguing like we did as teenagers. But I still feel like I find a couple of those kids. I just hope eventually they start seeing the light, or I feel like I wish there was more of them. Granted, there could be, maybe we're just not seeing them because, you know, TikTok's ran by the dances and stuff. I just hope and wish and pray that there are kids out there because I feel like I'm not seeing as many of them as I had seen when I was a teenager myself.
Well,
But
that's
that
what
could have just be because I was a teenager myself, you know. I don't know.
it's like when I think back, uh, and I know I'm older than you. So when I think back, uh, I remember very, very, very few people that were not rockers in my school. And
Yeah.
now it's really hard to, I mean, hell,
Yeah.
even people my age, even my boss, uh, he's a rap guy. It does.
Huh.
I mean, he's like a 54-year-old rap guy, and I'm like, okay, I
Okay.
really
Do
don't. I don't
you?
feel the guy with the mic on the stage kind of thing, but whatever. If you want to, that's fine. And I just hope it does come back around because
Honestly, same.
I just think it people on stage in a concert with instruments, I think like translates a lot better than one guy with a microphone and sequenced music behind him. I
Yeah. It feels more organic, and I feel like 'cause it's like mostly humans on stage, it's like more of a human thing. Like, even if you aren't just looking at like the vocalist, like you can watch like the other human playing drums and, you know, like the guitar, it's like so much going on with the band. I mean, I'm like rapping and all that stuff. If you're doing, you know, the mic, you're by yourself on stage, all to you. But I feel like watching a band is just like so much
It's
to watch, you know?
yeah, you're
It's
immersed.
organic.
It's like an
Mm-hmm.
immersion kind of
Yeah.
deal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Janelle,
It's it.
I could talk to you for hours. I really could.
I'm here for it.
But I not gonna keep. I wanted, like I told Eric, that I wanted to keep this like as painless as possible and stuff. And
There's no pain.
you know what? And for you guys right now on Twitch, I'm not gonna turn this video off. You're gonna see like exactly what goes on after the interview, because I don't know, I think it's kind of cool myself. Like before I did this, I kind of thought it was neat to see behind the scenes. So let's show some people behind the scenes.
Yes, I love behind the scenes.
Janelle,
BTS.
thank you so much for being with us at Real Rock Nights. And I want to let you know also that every band that is on this show, if you come on and you do an interview with me, you are in the Real Rock Nights family. And you want to be on, you have something to promote, something to push. If it's as stupid as you haven't been on social media for a little while, and you pull out your phone, start the video and say, "Hey, Shep, I'm here." And like 5 seconds or whatever, I'll throw it on. I don't care. This is your show. Real Rock Nights is about the fan artist experience, and it's for the artists and it's for the fans. So it's your show, okay?
All right, beautiful.
So
be here.
Once again, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. And what do you say we get back into the countdown? Black Oxygen coming in well, just a few minutes here on Real Rock Nights.